Okay, so we want to look at the variations and upscale and reroll commands that you can do with Midjourney. So here we're still in our newbie channel, and here's the buffalo watercolor image we made. And if you see right below it, there's a series of buttons: U, 1, 2, 3, 4, V, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this little recycling button. Okay, so let me show you what this does. So the upper left is 1, the upper right is 2, the lower left is 3, the lower right is 4. So if we want to upscale one of these, we would choose the correct button that we want. If we want to make variations of these, we would do the same thing. So let's make an upscale of this number 4 here. So let's click that. And then we'll also do variations of this one, the third one. So we'll do that. And we'll also do re-rolling the whole thing just to show you what that does. So we'll do that. So you can do everything or nothing or just one thing. It doesn't really matter. Now, of course, we're still in the newbie channel, and later on we'll show you how to make your own server. But you'll see all the action if you scroll down. And of course, there's usually lots of people. And you can see all of our buffalo stuff is down here. Here is our upscaled image. That's right here. In fact, we can open it and make it bigger. That looks pretty good. And if we want to save that to our server so we can use it later, we'll just right click, save image as. And I like to put things in a folder so I can find it later. And I always use my folders. I call it shareable images. So I'm just going to save that. And I can use that now, and that's on my server, right? So let's go back to Discord here. Now, here is our variations that we made. And you can see we've got 4 new variations that we made of that one image that we liked. I don't know if I like any of these. I guess the lower left one is pretty good. Now we can upscale it or make variations or re-roll it just like we did earlier. So let's upscale that one image that we liked. That's the 4th one right here. And then we re-rolled the whole thing earlier. And this just completely gives it a whole different set of images. And here you go. You've got a buffalo in a city. You got it running through the mud. It's in some flowers. And then this is in a field. I kind of like this one. Okay. So let's upscale that one. And you've got this one that we can save to our hard drive. And we'll use that later. And we also could do the same thing here. Also, you can click the heart command, which means you love it. And we can do something with that later. I always like to press the heart button for jobs that I upscale just so I can find those later on a little portfolio thing. And we'll get to that later in a different newsletter. But you can also do some crazy different things now that we're at the upscale thing. So one of which is you can do variations again, strong and subtle. You can also zoom out 2 times or 1.5 times or a custom one. And you can also pan left, pan right, pan up, or pan down to kind of check out what might be happening around your image. So let's kind of do a couple of those. So let's zoom out 2 times just to see what that does. We'll also, what do you think? We'll pan left to see what that does. And we'll also pan up to see what that does. And you're going to see these appear down here at the bottom when it gets ready. So here we go. It's working on it right here. This is the zoom out command where it's zooming all the way out and creating a bigger picture. And it's working on that. Sometimes you can get some really amazing stuff, and you never know what's lurking around the corner. Sometimes you get really surprised. And then we also are doing pan up and pan down. Now, remember, we're not on our own server, so we have to see everybody else's stuff, which can get kind of confusing a little bit sometimes. Where are we? So here's our one that we zoomed out 2 times. Very interesting. I kind of like the one with the little river down here. This one looks cool with the little rock. I think if I was going to pick, I would pick that one. So let's upscale that one. And then we have pan up. You can see that it gives you more clouds and stuff. Which of these do you like the best? I don't know. I kind of like the second one here. So let's save that one. And then, didn't we pan to the side? I think we did. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, here you go. And that's still working. And as a reminder, this is with everybody using Midjourney all at the same time. So if you start clicking around and doing some stuff, it takes a minute to find it. And then your speed, of course, is based on your GPU time that you chose, and then also what everybody's doing, right? So here is our finished version where we pan to the left. And here you've got a nice shot of 2 buffalo. This one, not a lot going on. And these 2, you've got other buffalo kind of walking or trotting beside. Which of these do you like the best? I kind of like the lower, the one down here. Although it's kind of nice to have all this negative space over here, I might choose that one. So let's find our deal. And that's 1, 2, 3. And then we'll get it down here. And I'll just enlarge it just to end the video. That looks pretty cool. So anyway, go ahead and start playing around with these buttons and see what they do for you. And we'll catch you soon. Thanks.